All right. I'm going to start off again by saying our sales and how we as a team did. Leading PRS is still Nicole, but just barely. Amanda's right behind you. Amanda hit pink again, so congratulations, Amanda, for maintaining your status. And I didn't say last time, but Nicole, you hit yellow status this month, which is huge. And we had lots of qualified presenters: Amanda, Nicole, Debbie Maelstrom, Deborah, Milani, and Stephanie, which is Nicole's new recruit. So that's really exciting. So today I'm looking at notes, so that's why I keep looking over here. I'm going to talk about branding and why it's so important to brand your business and brand yourself, so that you don't want to get lost with the rest of the unique posts. I'm sure a lot of your friends are friends with other unique presenters, and we are definitely expanding our reach as unique presenters, so there's going to be more popping up, and you want to set yourself aside and be different from all the rest, and branding is how you're going to do that. So branding is not your logo. It is not what you post, like saying this is who I am. Like I have my Beauty with Beer logo, my Maggie Clayton logo. That's not my brand. My brand is what people say about me when I am not in the room. It's what they say about me, my business, what I post when I'm not around. It's what people think of you. So it is important that you keep your posts positive, that you are not being spammy, and that you are posting your own posts, because it's fine using other people's posts, especially when you're new, but when you're trying to separate yourself and 10 other presenters are posting the same picture with the same message, it starts to kind of get muddled. And so I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been posting a lot of quotes, personalized quotes, and if you look through my Facebook, you'll see a good mixture of different posts. So I try to follow I think like a 1 through 5 rule, or 1 through 3. So I try to post at least 3 to 5 times a day. One of those is a quote, usually, because I'm like big into inspirational quotes. One of them is my family or my dogs. One of them is unique. And then I try to post something interactive, whether it's like I do nail posts, like which house would you rather live in, and when I do posts like that, I make them myself. I find the pictures on Pinterest and I use Photofy just to make a collage, and I make it myself, because there's so many other people doing that same thing that I want my posts to not look like they're everybody else's. So use your own hashtag and put your name on your posts. My quotes that I'm making and posting, I'm literally just taking a program called Word Swag. It's an app that you can download. And I am taking quotes that I find off Pinterest, and I'm remaking them. I have my window open, so I'm sure you guys can hear the dogs. So I'm remaking those posts, and I'm putting my Instagram name on there, and I just say @Maggie's Makeup Mafia. That's my Instagram name. And then I'm hashtagging my name, so that when that post is shared, it'll always lead back to me. So multiple people can share it. They can save that post and reshare it, but it still is going to have my name on it, and it's going to start sparking people's interest. I'm sure you guys have seen the hashtag Boss Babe posts, the entrepreneur, like girl boss posts. A lot of times I'll take those, what they write on there, because it's not just partial, like they're taking quotes and then putting the Boss Babe logo on there. They're basically doing what I'm doing. Word Swag, actually, if you go into the app, when you make a new picture or whatnot, you can use your own picture in the background, but they give you, let's see if I can show you. So this is in the app. I don't know if it's really shown well, but these are all backgrounds that they give you to choose from. So you can choose whatever background you want, whatever suits your branding. I try to stick with like the same theme. I stick with like pinks and like blues and that kind of thing. And then when you go in to add text to your picture, they actually give you like categories with pre-written text out, like different, like they have a category called good morning, and then you can just like flip through the different quotes that they have and just use the quotes that are on there and then put your name on it, because people love inspirational quotes. So Tiana's trying to get on. Give me just a second. So now quote, like you don't have to do quotes or that sort of thing, but when you are posting things that you want to be branded as, you want people to know you by, putting your hashtag or your link on there is just going to show people like, hey, this is me. When people share it, they're going to know that it came from you. When you make things, I think, Nicole, you came to me about wanting party posts. I said, make your own, because a lot of times you can't find them exactly how you want, or it's been shared so many times that the quality of the picture has just been demolished. So making your own in your own style is going to show people your own personality, and it's going to put a whole different like swing to your parties that wouldn't normally be there. So make your own videos with your personality. So I follow Cara Lewis Newton, Tani Venya, I think is her name. And obviously I follow Kelsey Stacy, and Jennifer Peterson, I think is her name. But they all make great videos and they brand it to their own style. So you can share videos, it's fine. I recommend it when you first start to share videos. But when you make your own videos, you're showing a whole different side of your business. You're showing your own personality and your own style. Like everybody has different makeup tips and techniques. Like for me, I personally love BB cream with our powdered concealer. And so I've been making videos sharing that kind of combo, and it just changes everything. So your branding, people see what I post and they see my family a lot, my dogs a lot, my quotes a lot. They see my own personal videos. It's sharing my story without being too salesy. People will share your posts and you will begin to gain followers based off of your branding. So this may be harsh, but make sure what you're posting is pretty, visually appealing. And this kind of goes in with my Pinterest training that I'll be doing. But there's a statistic that let's see. 90% of information transmitted to the brain is visual. And this is huge. So when you're posting videos, pictures, anything that's going on your social media that's dealing with your branding, it has to be pretty. It has to be visually appealing, and it has to be able to grasp your audience's attention. And that goes hand in hand with making your own graphics, making your own pictures, taking your own selfies, making your own videos. You can use Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Google+. There's several different platforms. And I want to show you my Instagram account real quick, and then I'm going to show you my Pinterest account. So I'm going to screen share, see if this works. Okay, can you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is my Instagram account because I'm branching out into a few different platforms to see what works, because I feel like Facebook has just been so ingrained in our brains as like everybody does unique on Facebook. It's so easy. Facebook, 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 Facebook. But there's these other great platforms that we could be branching off into and developing our brand. And a lot of them go hand in hand. So Instagram is owned by Facebook. And it's all it is pictures, and it is perfect because the statistic I said, 90% of information is visual. Pinterest is the same way. It's pictures. So it's a lot different than Facebook. When you post on Instagram, you can automatically share your post to Facebook. So you can post on Instagram, share it to Facebook, and post on 2 platforms at once. You're getting 2 completely different audiences, and you're branching out into 2 different networks. Now, if you look through my Instagram, you'll notice kind of like my theme that I follow, my quotes that I like to make, my family, this is like a unique face selfie. I almost call it a facey. And I like to post like pictures of me working, my office view, and then obviously me having fun, because it's not all just work, work, work. So I try to balance out my posts, and this all goes into branding. If I was posting only unique posts, people would get annoyed. My algorithms would go down because Facebook follows an algorithm. Instagram follows it now too. If you didn't realize, Instagram changed their platform, so now their posts are ranked. So if you're not getting a bunch of likes or comments, they're not going to be showing up in the top news feeds. So you want to make sure that you have pretty pictures. And that's the other reason why I make my own quotes, because I want them to be my own style. So this is just an example of my Instagram. I have been building up my followers, and that to get followers, there's several different ways, but that's like a whole different story. Hashtags are really important. Let's just say that. And now I'm going to go to my Pinterest page. Now for Pinterest, my branding, I just switched my Pinterest because I took this Pinterest training, and I switched my Pinterest from a personal account to a business account. And doing that, I was given the ability to view analytics. So now I can see who's sharing my posts, who's reposting or repinning my pins, who's following, and it's just a lot like Facebook. Like you can view your analytics on the business page on Facebook. This is still new for me. I literally just took the training, so I'm still trying to build. But since I started implementing what I learned in the training, I've actually already gained some more followers on Pinterest. And it goes hand in hand with your branding. So what I share or what I pin on my Pinterest is a lot of what I show on Facebook, but it's categorized. There's a lot more in a smaller amount of space. And it's organized. So I have all my boards are reorganized. Like if you click into a board, like if you click into makeup inspiration, you're only going to find makeup inspiration. You're not going to find food recipes lingering in there and that sort of thing. The other thing is like my business inspiration board. If I click into it, let's see. These are literally the same quotes I post on my Instagram. They are my own quotes, and I actually pin them from Instagram. So when you click into it and you click that post, it's going to bring them to my Instagram page.
Oh.
The reason I did that is because when people follow this and they start clicking into like, where is this coming from? Who is this person? when people start to follow my board, Business Inspiration, they're going to find my Instagram page. When they find my Instagram page, they're going to find who I am. That may bring them to my Facebook page. You see the process we're going through? So I'm like planting seeds. And the other thing is, these are all my own quotes. And the plan is that these will start to be repinned and shared and reshared, and all that has my name on it. And so people will start searching, who is this at Maggie's Makeup Mafia, that sort of thing. So that's why I try to keep them all pretty. I try to keep them visually appealing. Same thing with, let's see, go back to my regular page. I started posting in my dress up category. I'm a huge Halloween, I love makeup tutorials and Halloween tutorials. So in my dress up category, you see all these other tutorials, but then you also see pictures of me with the makeup on, or Halloween makeup tutorials. And when you click on it, if I clicked on this again, it would link directly to my personal YouTube page. So I'm planting seeds, showing people how to find me, following through with these links and these processes. I'm creating a funnel. That's what it's called, a sales funnel, or a sales catch, if that makes any sense. So I kind of got distracted and I went totally off subject from branding. So the other huge thing when you brand yourself and creating an irresistible brand is sharing your knowledge, making videos, tutorials, how to use our products, how you use our products, different tips and tricks. Did you know that you can use the mineral pigments as a hair chalk too? And showing how to do that. So you're continually giving and giving and giving this information. Now, when you give this information, there's got to be a point where you stop giving and start receiving the sales. And so you have to learn to give this knowledge and then ask for the sale. So you build a relationship by giving the knowledge, sharing your products and brand, and attracting these customers. And once you start that interaction and building that relationship with them, then you can pitch the sale. And when you ask them, you've given them all this information, and you say, hey, would you like to see more product or be able to purchase this hair chalk or this mineral pigment? Here's how you can purchase it. So you've given them all this information. They're going to be more apt to purchase from you when you've built that relationship with them. So I think I'm done rambling. Let's see if I can stop the share. Okay. Did I start to confuse you? Because I kind of went on a different tangent. So Tiana did jump on the call. Tiana is my sponsor. And you're purple status, Tiana?
Yeah, I'm purple.
Okay. So if you want to introduce yourself, this is Nicole and Amanda on the call with us.
Hi, you guys. I've kind of talked to both of you, actually, I started messaging them a little bit when you were on vacation, just to touch base with them. So, yeah, but here's me in person. I'm rocking my baby, so the lights are off. But I'm purple status, and I joined Unique November 2014, so over a year ago. And I didn't hit green until my 1 year mark. So I want you guys to know that, if you stick with it and you're consistent and persistent, it will happen. It will happen. I was stuck at pink for a long time, and I was stuck at blue, and nobody was believing me. And finally, it just started to take off, and Kayla's team took off, Maggie's team, she's starting to take off. And then I had one other girl, Sarah, join, and her team started to take off. So I was like, okay, finally this is happening for me, And a lot of it, to get to that point, the biggest thing is you have to build a team. Like, that's my biggest advice, is building a team and finding those people that want it as much as you do and that will work. And it's a struggle. It's not easy at all. Maggie knows this. It's hard. You got to do it. But once you do, it'll pay off and it'll be totally worth it. So just stick with it and don't give up, because this company, like, there's so many opportunities. Like, the opportunities are there. So just don't give up and stick with it. And I don't know. That's my biggest advice. I don't know. What else, Maggie?
Well, I was going to say, you said that it took you a year to hit green. Okay. I joined in the very end of, I always say I started in July, but I actually started June 26th.
Right.
And it took me, I actually hit pink pretty fast. Like, I hit pink within like my first 3 months. I hit fast start, but then like my whole business kind of just like stalled, which happens to the best of us. I've been at blue status since December, and I was going for green this month. It didn't happen, but that doesn't mean I didn't try. Like, I didn't give up. And I have, like, the whole month of February, I was at the point, I was like, I'm quitting. Like, this is not working for me. I don't want anything to do with it. I kept seeing all these other people succeed. And it bothered me because I was like, I'm doing the same thing as everybody else. And it's just not happening. And that's the name of the game. You will see other people succeed faster, and you'll see other people succeed slower. And the main thing is you can't compare yourself to them, because everybody's journey is different. But I keep seeing you like shaking your head.
Yes.
From experience, because this has been really frustrating, and you guys don't necessarily hear it from me because I always talk up, so my frustrations always go to Tiana and Kelsey, because they can relate a little bit more. They've gone through it. They're past that step. But just know that your struggles are the same struggles that everybody else faces. So, like, Nicole, I know you were really reaching for pink this month, and it's just not happening. That's okay. Like, that's what happens. Amanda, I know you were going for blue this month. I was actually like, I will be happy if I hit blue again this month, because it just, you have to keep going and be consistent. I went through the hundreds challenge in March, and I know I messaged over 100 people in the month of March, and I signed up one person who was my sister, and she signed up for the kit. So it happens. Like, it's not just you guys, it's everybody. Especially this month, I was talking to Kelsey, and March was a huge month for bummed presenters. Let's just say that. It just was not a big month for us. And so the mindset that we need to go in, especially this is the last day of March, don't say, okay, this is the last day of the month, and then like slow your business down. Tomorrow is a new month. We need to hit the ground running. April's new, fresh. Like, you can't look back at March. Nicole, you will hit pink. Amanda, you will get those presenters. You will hit blue. Like, I will hit green. We just need to keep planting those seeds, building our business, recruiting those girls, and look for our aces is what we, like, I like to call it. It took me, like I said, I started in June, and I think, Amanda, you joined in January? Okay. So it took me 6 months to find one person to really take off with it and really want it just as bad as I wanted it. Amanda, you got lucky because you got Nicole right away, and she's somebody who's going to take off with it, but it's not always that way. So I've personally sponsored 25 or 26 women myself, personally sponsored. I have a team of 35, and I have 2 people working, like really working. I have a good group of girls that purchase and sell every month and get qualified, but I have 2 that are taking off. And that's just what happens. So that's why it's so important to brand yourself. Use these free platforms that we have. There's so many free trainings out there. The Pinterest training that I took, that was free. The Instagram training that I took was free. And if you guys want me to, I'll start sharing the links. Like when I find a free webinar, I'll share the link in our chat group so you guys can jump on too, because a lot of times there's a lot of really good information that they want you to end up buying their kit at the end, but they give you a lot of good free information that you can apply right away. So I'll start sharing my webinars with you guys because it's really good for business development, and then also do personal development too, like positive affirmations. Read, like I talked about this last time, GoPro. I just read The 4-Year Career. This is all about network marketing. This is personal development in terms of my business, but also do personal development in terms of yourself too, because you want to be confident in who you are as well. So I'm going to open it up because we've got about 10 minutes for questions. So if Nicole and Amanda have questions for Tiana, or you can all like conversate for a second.
My question is, every time I get someone to host a party online, it seems like, is it better to add them into a group or as an event?
Okay, for me, I've struggled with events because I just didn't like the setup, because if they don't say they're going, then they're not going to see your posts. Mm-hmm. So for me, I liked a group. I know people get annoyed because then they're always getting added to groups, but it's tough. If your hostess is going to be in it and like be like, hey, girl, you got to RSVP, say you're going, like get in this. Like if you know you're going to have a hostess that's going to be on top of it, I think an event is great. But I think that a group is better if you want to. And then, I mean, you can always go back to those groups as well, which is kind of nice. Not like you don't always have to be posting in them or anything, but like just like checking, you know, like going back and being like, okay, then this person, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one. What do you say, Maggie? I don't know.
I personally, so I dabbled in events and I've done tons of groups. I like groups better because the outcome seems better, and I like that you can see, like if your group is under a certain amount of people, you can see how many people are seeing the posts, and I don't think you can do that with events. At least that's not what I've noticed. So when I see, like, it helps me monitor how the party's going. When I see like the viewer count go down, I know I need to do something. I need to change something. I just created a hostesses group that I added Nicole and Amanda to. And I don't know, Tiana, it's pretty much the same hostess group that Kayla does as well. So you may be in Kayla's group, I'm not sure. But it's a hostess group that you can add. So when you book, and I'm not quite done, I have to make a video like introducing the party and how it works and stuff like that. But what you'll do is you'll add your hostesses to that group and just tag them in each post. And I have it numbered through what day of the party it is. So you tag them in the post of whatever day you're on, and they can take that image and the message and post it, and it gets them involved, and it has all the information right there for them, so they can just grab the post for the day and post it, and then you can tag them in those posts so they know right where to go and find it. And then I'm also working on revamping my mock party group, which Amanda and Nicole, I don't think you're a part of right now, but I'm revamping it to include the spring products in it as well, and it follows the Cara Lewis Newton's party like layout, which when I finish that, I can add you guys to that too, and that'll help you have like posts, and it follows like a specific structure. And it seems to be more successful than like just randomly posting. Because Kara Lewis Newton is like the top in parties with Unique. She's like the top presenter.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It was like a hit or miss. Every time I hosted a party, I tried group, and they were annoyed because I just added them in there, and it was just kind of like events. Okay, no one has they have the option of saying can't go, and I'm like, all right. So I just kept trying either or, and I was just trying to figure out maybe there was one better than the other, or just how to get them to know that, hey, we're not here to just be annoying. I want to share this product with you. I want you to give it a try it out. That's one thing I'm really trying to do, because it seems like once I get someone to try even a little something out, they seem to love it and they want more.
Yeah.
And it's just getting them to step out of that comfort zone because they're used to either MAC or Urban Decay or this or that, and I understand, I still have other products too I use, but it's just hard to get them out of that comfort zone of what they're used to and what they're like, oh, I love and I'll only use this. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the Kara Lewis Newton party like structure, I can't think of the word. The first thing people see is a video. Like I remade it for my own parties, but it's just a video saying like, hey, we're excited that you're here. We're not here to annoy you. We're going to share tips and tricks. Like we're just sharing the knowledge. It'll be fun. And then you like pretty much reiterate that this won't be an annoying party. Like you won't be blasted with spammy posts kind of thing. So when I'll finish my group and share it with you so you kind of see what it looks like. And that might help too. And then when you do parties, have your hostesses add her friends. Have her do it, because if you add people, then they're like, who is this person? Like, I don't want anything to do with it. Like, yeah. I noticed that it's a lot better when you have the hostesses add them. And in terms of like, for my personal VIP group, I stopped adding people. What I do is I have, like, I'll post every once in a while, like, add some of your friends and you'll be entered to win like a free makeup bag or whatnot, like something like that. Or I'll post on my wall, like, I'm having a sale. Let me know if you want to be added to my VIP group. Because I noticed that if I just add a bunch of people, then I just tick everybody off and they don't want anything to do with me. And that ruins my brand. So I don't want to be known as that salesy pushy.
Okay.
Righty.
Any other questions?
I had one quick question.
Okay.
So when you do a Facebook group party, how many days do you do it? So do you do it as many days as the party's open or allowed, which is 10?
The party platform or structure that it follows does follow the 10-day party structure. Okay. You can shorten it and just do like the mascara, like the top products, and just shorten it to like a 5-day party. I know some people do like quick 3-day parties or weekend parties. And typically, if I do a shorter party, I have the hostess open up the link and I create the group and I say the party is starting on this day, and then I'll like post like some posts every couple days so that the link is open, that they can shop right away and then get the party started for however 3 days. Or you could just do like a 3-day party and then close it early.
Okay.
Excuse me. But our parties are actually 11 days. They say that they're 10, but they do go for 11 days. And the Kara Lewis Newton like structure has all 11 days. So she has like a introductory day, and then the party starts.
Okay.
So, and I think there's still a mock party group set up that Kelsey created just to show the structure that I can add you guys to so you can kind of see it. And then you could probably make your own and tailor it to like the newer products too.
Right. Okay. That was all I didn't have any other questions than that.
Okay. So any like victories or successes you guys want to share, or?
There's been a lot of, like I told you, Maggie, before, there's been a lot of like haters. I want to say, like, just because they always talk about the pyramid scheme and just direct sales is not something that they're I don't know, informed about, so they just kind of almost badmouth it. So I've had to deal with a lot of people that are like, this is a scam, it's a joke. How can you tell people that you make money doing this? And so I just always like kill them with kindness, basically. Thank you for letting me live up to our company motto: empower, uplift, and validate, and just kind of move on from them. But it's been happening more often, so I don't know, how do you deal with that?
So I personally don't get that a lot. So, and I did say I would look into it for you, and I completely I've been like ADD lately. So I'm going to suggest this book called The 4-Year Career to you. And this is a network marketing book, and it kind of explains, like, it's not just unique. It's like everything, every direct sales or network marketing book, and explains how it compares to traditional sales and traditional careers. And it will kind of help you explain like what you're doing. In terms of pyramid scheme, I've sent you the name of our compensation plan, and I can never remember it, and I have less than a minute, but we have like a specific compensation plan. So maybe if you look up, like, go on YouTube tonight and just look up Unique's compensation plan and just educate yourself on that compensation plan. It may help you be able to like come up with ways to say, this is not a pyramid scheme. Like, this is actually how I make money. There's lots of ways to make money, but I will make a note, and I will look into it for you too. So,
okay.
Anything else?
That was it for me.
I don't know if we have much time, but Megan James did a video. I think I'll have to go find it for you about pyramid scheme when people say that, and I can go look on YouTube for you and see, and I'll send it to you because I think she words things nicely.
Okay.
Nicely. Gotta word it nicely. Oh, yeah, I know.
So.
All right. Well, thank you all for getting on the call. And this was recorded, so I will upload it to Maggie's Makeup Mafia team page. So, thanks, Tiana, for jumping on, too.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Keep killing it. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Okay, bye. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.